They're twins, except that they're not siblings, they're not brother and sister. They're kind of born at the same moment, on the same day, same hospital, clock each other through their cots in the infant ward and live next door to each other, and so they create their own kind of private world, absolutely cut off from other people. And the film is really the story about how that world changes, you know, as they reach their 17th birthday.
Ain't so, sweet thing.
Cheerio, old pal.
Tomorrow, so?
Sure, what else?
Night, beautiful.
No, nice. She's best friends with her next door neighbour called Pig, otherwise known as Darren. When the two of them get together, they've spent their whole lives together. They've never really grown up. They're just like kids, really excited. They do the same things they've always done. They don't let the outside world in. They're just in their own little world and completely unaware of anything else that's going on. There's a lot of energy to both of them. She's the calmer of the two. She's always the one to say, that's enough. You know, if it's getting too out of hand, she's always the one to bring them back down. She's just kind of more spiritual in a way than he is, and he can't really understand that. And, you know, she finds that funny, the fact that he's just, you know, everything's just kind of black and white. It's kind of hard to talk about the characters separate because they're so close together, do you know what I mean? You have to talk about the two together.
Absolute belief in Runt that makes him the character that he is, this absolute conviction in that he has for their relationship, and that he cannot, you know, conceive of existing on his own or existing in a world, you know, that does not conform to his and her world, that doesn't think like they do.
I wonder what the colour of love is.
Jesus, Runt, you could read 1,000 tick books and never know the answer to that quiz.
It'd be a good one to know though, hey?
It'd be brilliant, Runt.
Their world is like kind of routine. They play the same games. They have these role plays that they play the whole time. We're just like the games that kids would play. We're like, we play that game again. Yeah, okay. And they're into the game. You know, and you grow out of that as you get older. It's like, oh, Chad, do you remember when we used to play that game? But they're still in there. They have this dream that they're going to find the palace and that he's the king and she's the queen of Pork City, of their world, like, and when they get to the palace, it's going to be amazing. They'll be the king and queen of their world. The palace, it's a dream.
Ignore where the palace is.
There's the style of the kind of normal, boring, mundane kind of world that they inhabit. And then there's their own kind of particular kind of private, intimate, exclusive world. And in a way, I suppose the film tells the story of how that world begins to change. So the film itself has a very filmic structure. It has a kind of a strong narrative that runs throughout. And I suppose the kind of the dynamic within it is how their world, their own private world, sort of bounces off or is in conflict with the real world and reality and all of those things. And obviously that totally informs the style of the film.
I think there's only certain places in the script where it does where it goes slightly surreal and stuff. But I guess we've just tried always to let the content tell us the style of how it's going to be shot. So it's not like the style is a separate thing to the actual content, you know. Like, for example, in the disco, like, obviously, you know, you just take the energy of that, which is kind of like Pig's character, and kind of just run with it. And, you know, if things go out of focus and out of shot in a way, that's okay, because that's kind of him, you know.
Well, excuse me.
Whereas Runt is kind of, her character's more like the beach scenes, which are very calm and kind of still life almost.
Yeah, Runt.